All right, we're back out for another camp here today. I just got my hammock set up here, and we're about to fix some supper here. All right, I got the old Travel Bird hammock set up here. Life with Colonel Lee sent that up to me last fall, and I only got to use it one time. It has the integrated bug net and ridge line, and I found that it doesn't work with my hammock cocoon that I have. So what I ended up doing is I bought an underquilt to use for this one. So we're going to be trying that out tonight. And I use my hammock cocoon on my Eno hammock. So this is going to be my warm weather setup, and then we'll use the Eno whenever it gets colder out. Colonel Lee sent this up to me. He also sent me the cinch buckle system here. And that works really nice. So you just hook your hammock to it, and then you just pull on this strap here and get it where you want it, and it locks in place. Real quick and easy setup. All right, so we're gonna get some supper cooking here, and I'll show you what I got on the menu for tonight. For supper tonight, we're gonna have some carnivore rolls. This is something I seen online here a little while back, and we're gonna try this out here and see how they turn out. So we're just gonna take a little bit of hamburger here and roll this out and put on our strips of bacon here. And we'll just hold them with a toothpick here to keep them from unraveling. All right, we got one extra piece of bacon here. We're gonna cook it up and get a little bit of grease in the pan here. You're supposed to bake these. But we're gonna try to cook them in the pan here, in the skillet. All right, we're gonna coat these with a little bit of Kinder's Bourbon Peach. Okay, we're gonna pour a cooked piece of bacon off there. We got some nice bacon grease in there. All right, we're gonna put our bacon burger rolls in there. And we'll just put the lid on there and let them cook for a little bit. Got some bacon here with that bourbon peach rub on there. They're gonna be good. I also brought along a couple Hungarian wax hot peppers here. All right, looking pretty tasty. All right, while our food's finishing cooking up there, we're gonna build ourselves a little campfire. So I got my gel wax coated cotton pads here that I made up. And we're gonna use one of them and see if we can get a fire going here. We got some Indian pipe stem here, or ghost pipe. And we're gonna be doing a segment on that here coming up soon. All right, I just made this little fire pit here. Gathered up some rocks here. And I'm not too worried about it spreading out through the woods there. There's plenty of moss here. And I got a creek on both sides of me, so I'm kind of surrounded here by the creek here. So we're not too worried about that. A couple pine cones there. All right, so we'll enjoy a little campfire here while we're eating our supper. And then later on we'll make nice s'mores up. All right, we're gonna get these pulled off here and get eating. So they look pretty good. All right, so here's a look at my dinner. Bacon hamburger rolls, some Hungarian wax peppers, and a cup of coffee. All right, let's give one of these a try here. Pull the toothpick out. Wow, they're delicious. Yeah, it can't beat that. Mm-mm. Have a bite of pepper here. That goes good with these. Mm-mm. Yeah, these are very, very good. Highly recommend them. So it should be a pleasant evening for us sleeping in the hammock here tonight. I think it's supposed to get down in the upper 50s. So should be nice. All right, I haven't gave you guys a bite in a long time, so there you go. Bacon wrapped burger. Better get it. I can't hold it there forever. I'll take your bite for you. That was a good one too. Yeah, these are real tasty. They come out real nice. Okay, who wants a s'more? We're gonna make one up here. Instead of the milk chocolate Hershey's, we're gonna use the one with almonds. My oldest son got these to try with the almonds in it. And I must say, they're pretty good. All right, I got this little gadget here. These are pretty nice. I ordered something one time, camping related. I forget what it was. But they sent me 2 of these. And these are called Light My Fire. And this is just a little end that goes on here. Just like that. You just cut yourself a green stick. About the right size here to fit over this. And it kind of pinches the stick and holds it in place. So that's real nice. Then you can put a marshmallow on each side here, which is what we're going to do here. So we'll put one there, and we'll put one here. What I like to do is keep them close together so once they start heating up, they don't spin on you. So we're going to try that out. All right, we let them flames die down a little bit. Now it's just right to make a couple marshmallows. Well, that's a lot of heat coming out from there. It's not taking long to brown these up. Just gotta watch I don't lose them because it's the only 2 I brought. Trying to stay away from stuff like this. All right, they're starting to plump up a little bit and stick to one another. Whoop, whoop, whoop. I gotta watch you don't lose it there. Almost lost it. All right, we're gonna call that good and get our s'mores made before we fool around and lose it. All right, let's get our Hershey chocolate bar with whole almonds. That's going to be good. So if you haven't tried it with almonds in it, give it a try. That's pretty good like that. I'll break the end off there because there's not really too many almonds in there. We'll get a chunk that has some in it. There we go. Put that on there. All right, nice and gooey, just the way we want it. Oh yeah, look at that. There we are. There we go. A nice s'more. I'll give you guys the first bite. Pretty good, isn't it? All right, let's try this out. That's good. That's all I'm allowed to have, just one. All right, I'm going to enjoy this s'more. Enjoy the campfire a little bit. And I'll see you in the hammock. All right, here's a look at my ridgeline lights. They're not as bright as what it looks in the camera. Pretty nice. All right, so we're going to head to the hammock here soon, once that fire dies down, and hopefully get a good night's sleep. So we'll catch you in the morning. Good night. All right, good morning. Had a pretty good sleep in the hammock last night. Had a pack of coyotes down here. They were howling there a couple different times. Sounded like a powwow of them. Yeah, the moon was out last night a little bit. To be about half to 3/4 full. Seen a few stars. I think I seen a shooting star going down through here. So that was pretty neat. All right, it did cool off pretty good last night. I think it was down around 54 degrees. So I stayed pretty warm with the underquilt. That worked out really well. I did get a little chilly on top. Luckily I had a hoodie there I put on in the middle of the night there. I still got a little bit cold, but I might have to get a top quilt. But if it was warmer at night, I wouldn't have to worry about that. But yeah, all in all, it was pretty good sleep. We just got the fire going here, warm up a little bit. And I got some breakfast here I'm going to be cooking here, so I'll show you what we're going to have. All right, so we're heating up some water here for coffee, and I got a little bit of oatmeal here. And we're going to make a couple eggs up. So we got apples and cranberry, and a couple fresh chicken eggs. All right, so we just got our water boiled up here for our oatmeal here. And we'll get that poured in there. Going to heat up a little bit more water so we have enough for our coffee here. And we'll let that rehydrate. All right, we're going to cook up our eggs here. I just got a little olive oil in the pan here. We're going to use the heat from the fire. So I did forget my spatula. But we're just going to put these in here and just lightly scramble them up here. That way we don't need a spatula. All right, shouldn't take too long to cook these up. It's going to be a beautiful day today. This is actually Independence Day, July 4th. Oh, that smoke. All right, good enough. We'll just put the lid on that and keep them nice and warm. All right, coffee time. All right, here's a look at our breakfast. Some fresh hot coffee, apples and cranberries, oatmeal, and some fresh scrambled eggs. All right, I got a nice dinner table here. normally don't eat this, but when I go camping, it's kind of convenient. Try some of these eggs here. Nothing matter with that. Hey, thanks for coming along on this camp. Hope you enjoyed it. And we'll catch you on the next one. Thanks. Catch you later. All right, so I was breaking down camp here, and I just happened to look up, and there was a black bear going through. So I had my camera over here on the stump top here, charging, and I had to hurry up and get it. But I think I got a couple clips of them there, and yeah, that was pretty cool. It's always great to see wildlife when you're out like this.